by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long.
Okay, Coach, we are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at New Era Field in Orchard Park. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the New England Patriots. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. This fielded at the 2. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That really sets him back, a loss of 6. Now on 2nd and 16. Allen, throw left side, complete to Moss. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on 3rd down. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And they will finally get him to the ground as he's forced to tuck it and take the sack.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Down. 8, read. 3 butt. 49, guys. Mike. Now.
Back to throw here. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throw complete right side to Cooks. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Patriots.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Ready, ready. 49's a mutt. 49's a mutt. 80 weapons. Bang, bang. Hey, orbit. Bang, bang. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. Going to throw right side here, complete. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Second and 1. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Patriots 7, Bills 3. Steven Gostkowski to kick off for New England.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Moss. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, Haywood!
2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 39.
A gain of 12. And a Patriot first down.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 39-yard line. Now back to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. He'll drop to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots have retaken the lead. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The 34-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They run it here with Gordon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Titans Ringo. Titans on Ringo. Titans on
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Allen throwing again. Throw to the right here to Gordon. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Watch right. We got right. It's a party now. It's alert. Mike, 36.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
You get right.
He's going deep for Brown. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Touchdown, defense. Strong right.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Allen, it's his running back, Melvin Gordon. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Switch. Stop. 97's the mic. 97. 6-6. Pull it high. Get that ball. Alert. Under pressure.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Room here to run. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
check. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Ready?
Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
Here we go.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Henry running right. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
He gets it to Cooks. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Allen going to throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 33 yards that time. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Allen. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. and he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Bills on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, Allen, he's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half, a second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. Allen now on 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now Allen to throw again. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. There he goes right side. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion.
That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This is taken at the 3.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Guys, out time. Let's get off the field. Hey, exit. Off the field. 47, Mike. Hey. Mike, 47.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 39.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
80 weapons. Let's bring it. Check 9, check 9. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Back to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This will be caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain there of 30 big ones. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Second and goal from the 1.
61, matchbox lights.
Check 31, check 31.
Hard. Watch the whip. Jim. Be careful.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Derrick Henry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Allen now looks to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard. And they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check. Lucky. Recon, 132 fighter.
Here we go.
Ready?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to loft one deep left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. As his guys are in for 6. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working. So the Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Pass. He don't want it. Shift.
Allen from the gun. He'll throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. And here's Allen operating from the gun. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Eluding the pressure. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Operating from the gun. Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
At the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got? Go.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
He's brought down by previous play. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
They'll drop the throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the Sticks moving.
Got it. Check white 47. Check white 47. Man. Topper. Kill. Fight.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be...
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. From 21 yards away. Pour it on.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This fielded at the 2. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it second down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They'll look to throw here. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jerry Hughes, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And Bryant's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
At their own 48-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 12-yard line.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
90 Wolf, X3, 218 Chopper. Under 10, 10. Let's go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he whips that one incomplete there. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And he's got it. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This fielded at the 2. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Here's Bryant for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Patriots 62, Bills 13. Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. It's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Throwing now is Allen. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
18, Gator.
49. Man out, man out, man out, man out. Shit.
5.
A first down carry for Henry. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
I'm going to get you some
Brings up a second and 12 at the 19-yard line.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Get it.
On second down now. It's done. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
We go. 10 Tucson. General West.
Slam.
Let's go.
Back to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
64.
And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today.
And that's caught inside the 30. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8, so tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage, just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Okay, break.
49's the mic. 49's the mic.
Hey, Delta.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Shoot.
80 weapon.
Mike's 49. There's a party now.
Bravo.
Switch. 49.
Pro team spill.
Defense wins championships, baby. Switch.
Spooky me. Go up now.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Give me that ball, defense. 31's the mic.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Allen off the play fake. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they
feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Pats, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in the prison, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soaking it. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.